The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down, it's Willis. Oh, what a grab by Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Henry running right. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
54, right there, 54, Mike. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Back to throw, Willis. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Titans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check it. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the 27, Willis. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Let's go. Dragon 60.
On third down, it's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Titans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, Dawkins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Monty Rice there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Here's Mills. That's complete to his running back, Dawkins.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Henry up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Good push up front, and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
Flushed out right. Campbell making the catch.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Take 4, take 4. Cougar 19.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
A first down throw for Mills. Left side, got Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Second and 5. Looking to throw is Mills.
Escaping the pressure right. Here's Fuller with a catch. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
And a nice job by him to catch. Catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Willis' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Play action, Willis. Throw left side complete. That's Simmons. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Willis. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Trap 60.
Willis wants to pass it again. Flush to his right. He gets it to Burks again. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cowboy 80. Let's see it. Check 52. Check, 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 check. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hey, Smash. 13, pioneer. We own it. Hey, watch that, watch that.
Willis looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Paris Campbell, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
54. Read the work. Read the work. 19. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw, here's Willis. This is caught. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
A partner that locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Haskins now on 1st and 10.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Switch. Check. Crunch. 7 Pirates.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Play fake, Mills.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Dawkins. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mills. They'll set up the screen for Dawkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On play action, Mills. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
From the gun, here's Mills.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Dawkins. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Working out of the gun, Mills. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
To throw, here's Willis.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter
This would be their third straight defeat. Mills on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. Here's Willis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. That's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out. Back in the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Riggs. Check. Watch 54. Watch 79 Broncos. His team showed up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, check that. Street. Check. Lucky. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 36. No, street. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Warriors 17.
Now Willis.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the slant, Burks.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Traylon Burks.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 24.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
135 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tennessee, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I can beat them again. They thought I